You believe that you are confined to this body. Your belief, I believe, it is that belief that keeps you in it, that does not allow you to know that you are the space. That is what intelligence is. That is what being is. And the more I lie to myself, the further I get away from that. Being God is an awesome responsibility from the point of view of one who does not know that they are God. Being God is no responsibility at all to one who knows that they are God, because he cannot help but act godly. That is your nature. The other thing is not our nature. When we talked about vibratory frequency and we talked about color, we talk about sound, we talk about these things, it is from a point of view, this is the way it looks. If you separate yourself from the whole, but when you acknowledge yourself as the whole, that doesn't happen. There's no separation. Now we talk about creation, the power of creation. You are every place. How can you not affect the actions and activities that happen every place? Just because we don't know that we do it doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It must happen. We are all responsible. But the thing that I can do is I must correct me. That's what I have to do. Now, some of us have various interests. Some have asked the question about almost a magical aspect of creation. And we want to know formulas to create these things. There are no formulas. That's the secret. The secret is coming to know who you are and dropping the idea that you are separate from it and allowing yourself to affect yourself. Because this is you. Allow yourself to affect yourself. Everything changes. Everything changes. I gave some of you an exercise. That exercise was to look at something. Look at it until you see yourself looking back into your own face. It's an important exercise. Think about it. Think about it. You are everywhere. You just have to perceive from a different point of view. So what does that mean? That means breaking through the assumption that I am over here and it is over there. So it's about you, it's not about it. The distinction is in the perceiver. Okay? Once that falls, and see, this is probably the only way I can really explain this. Once that falls, you see as yourself, but you are looking from a different point of view in the world. You're looking, instead of you're looking from here over here at me, you will be looking from over here at me back at yourself, yet knowing that you're looking at yourself over there. Okay? You want to go back to something I've always said. The answer is always yes, no, both and neither. Okay? See, when you're talking, it's like talking quantum physics. It sounds weird. It's just true, though. So there's a perceiver here, and there's a perceiver there. Okay? But there, the truth is perceiver. We have to lose the sense of the ego trip. That's what changes our perception. We're now looking from a different point on the ball. Part of the problem of many people, of all people really, in coming to know the truth about this is the ego trip. They don't want to give up certain small-minded things because this makes me who I am. Well, we know inside, you tell yourself a lie. And you know what that lie is. You just keep pretending you're not lying. But you know that you can never be what you think you are or what you set up yourself to be. You can never be it. You can only be what you are. You can only be God. That seems a pretty good deal. That seems like a good deal to me. We have to go past that. That's what the exercise is designed to do. If you have the mind of a scientist, now, of a physicist, there are many things that you're going to see that's going to make a difference in the world. You'll just see it as you go through that process. And you'll see it on how to develop things that are more in line with the health of the planet and the health of humankind. Once you see it. How do I build this? How do I do this? You'll see it because it is you. Now, there are things we call magic, and there are things that people don't believe in. And I'm quite often asked some of the things, the stories that you've heard from some of the religions. Do you really think that's true? No, I know it's true. It's just that you don't understand how. The Wright brothers, man can't fly. What the hell's the matter with you? Well, they saw how it was possible. See, yesterday's miracle becomes today's science. When you can relate to yourself. Do you ever notice? Did you ever notice? You'll think of something that, wow, one day in the future there's going to be X. Keep living, and all of a sudden it shows up. Was it discovered? No, it was not discovered. It was created. Events. This is how it happens. It's all, you're in this soup. You call it space. I call it mind of God. You're in it. If you focus cleanly, things begin to change. Once you accept, now you see the world through the eyes of God itself, not through the eyes of a persona or what you would like to be or what you're not, but through what is. Think about this. See, everything you want to know is there. You just have to get out of the way. And for those of you who've asked those questions about the magic of being, I'm saying, okay. He said, but when are you going to show me the magic? I'm trying to get you to get out of your way so that you see what's right there. And when you do that, wow. Wow. But some of us don't need to know. See, stupidity protects you. Because if you had the power of that, and you're some moron, I mean, you're driving, somebody cuts you off, and they're talking on the phone. Ah! Oops. Oops. What do you mean, oops? Oh, man. See, it could get dangerous. And I'm talking about purity of thought, purity of being. These things aren't just stories. We live in a time where there is a belief, and we've always lived in times where there's a broad spectrum of human belief as to what is possible and what is not possible. It is that. This is why you must step outside the realm of ordinary belief in order to see it. Just because everybody thinks it doesn't mean that it's so. It just means everybody thinks it. Well, don't you know, you have to back that up. Back it up. If that's what you think, back it up. Well, I just... No. That's not good enough. It's not good enough for you to just believe.